Good day everyone, you're welcome back to this channel. What I have today, as you can see, is how to make this beautiful sleeve, and I know you like this, and that is why I've brought it to you so that I can show you the tips on how to get this done. And trust is very easy, and it's something you will find helpful at the end of the day. Just take your time and watch this video to the end. Can you see? Very lovely and beautiful. It's something you can make yourself. So in this video, I'm going to take you through step by step on how you can get this done. Like I said it's very easy. So let's get started. So you're welcome back. I'm going to show you that simple tip you need to know how to make this beautiful sleeve. Now, here is my sleeve which I've cut. Now, the first thing I'm going to do right here is to measure what I have at the base, the round sleeve. Now, in this case, I have 13 inches. So that 13 inches, I'm going to multiply it by 3. So 13 times 3 will give me 39. So 39 is what I'm going to cut as the length of what I will be attaching to the mouth sleeve. So 39, like I said, is what I'll cut out. So having cut 39, now you also determine the width. It depends on how long you want yours to be. But in this case, I will be using like 6 inches. So because I'm going to fold it into 2. So 6 divided by 2 will eventually give me 3 inches, which is going to be the width. Now, the next thing I'm going to do right now, having determined the length and the width, so I'm going to fold it like this into 2 equal parts. So I'm going to seal the edge from one end to the other, to the other. So that's the next thing I will be doing. So right now, I'll go to my machine and seal it at the edge. Now, as you can see right here, I've sealed it from this edge to the other, to the next one. You can see. Can you see? So after sewing it, the next thing I'm going to do, I place it right side to right side before I sew it. So the next thing is to turn it inside out. So I'm going to turn the inside outside. So you can use a blunt object just to bring it out. So I'm using my ruler, as you can see right here. So you use it to turn it out. So by the time you finish turning it out, so you can see that I've decided to change it to my pair of scissors. So you can see I've turned it to the right side. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to flatten it to the back. Can you see? Instead of it to be like this, I don't want it because I don't want any joining outside. So I flatten it, which means that this one, the joining is going to be at the back. This is how I'm going to place it. Okay, so at the edge here you won't see any joining. Also here you won't see any joining. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to iron it. So I'm going to iron it flat. So here is it. Can you see? After ironing it, can you see? You discover that it's at the center of the back. See? So that this side there won't be any joining, and also here there won't be any joining. So it's going to be flattened like this. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to determine the width of my casing. Now it actually depends on how wide you want yours to be. But in my own case, the first thing I'm going to do right here is to measure 2 inches first. Okay. Now, after measuring that 2 inches first, so I will be measuring like so let me measure like let me use just 1 inch, because I won't want it to be too wide. And if you want your own to be a bit wide, you can make it 1.5 inches. So I'm just deciding which one to use. Okay, let me use 1.5. So 1.5. So I place it here. I measure another 1.5. I mark another 1.5. So 1.5, 1.5. Now I come here. I mark like 1.3 quarter of an inch. I mean, one quarter. That is 1.25. That is how the width of what I want. So this is going to be my interval. So 1.5 here, 1.5 here, because it's going to overlap each other. Then this one is going to be the space. This one quarter. Then I also proceed here. I mark 1.5. I mark 1.5. Then here 1.25. I proceed 1.5, 1.5, then 1.25 inches. So like that is how I'm going to measure all through. So the next thing I'm going to do after that is to go to my machine right now. From this point, I'm going to fold it like this. This one, we lap this. So I want to make the mark to be very glaring so that you can see it very well. Okay. So this is 1.5, 1.5. This is 1.25, 1.5, 1.5, 1.25, 1.5, 1.5, 1.25. Now I'm going to proceed. Now from this point, I'm going to overlap it with this. You discover that half of 1.5 will eventually give me 3/4 of an inch here. Now the other one too, I will overlap it. Then I will meet it with this. And you see, by the time I measure this one now, it will give me just 1.5. Okay, so I will go ahead. From this place, I will overlap it with this. Like this. Then also here, I will overlap it with this. So it's going to give me something like this. Can you see? So at the end of the day, I'm going to show you what I've achieved. So this is how I'm going to proceed. The 1.25 inch will be an interval like this. So I will be right back. So right now, as you can see, I'm through with sewing it together. This is what I got. Can you see? And what I have here, I had to come down by 3/4 of an inch here, so that I won't need to join it with this. All I need to do is just to place it on it like this, and I sew it like that. Okay, so you can see this is 3/4 of an inch. That is the space I left to give me this effect. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to fold the edge of this inward. So I fold it like this twice. So I stitch it to the end from this side to the other side. So as you can see right here, I've stitched it, I've hem it at the down part. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to place what I have like this. So I'm going to place it like this. Can you see? So I run a stitch on this exact where I sew it, on this exact thread line. That's where I'm going to mount another stitch, so that it won't be a double one. So I'm going to come up by 3/4 of an inch, come up a little by 3/4 of an inch. Then I'm going to run another stitch from this edge like this on that same line of thread, then to the other side here. So after that, then I insert whichever either bead or button. I insert it on this point here, this casing point. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. Then we are done. So as you can see right here, I've finished sewing it to the base of the sleeve. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to stitch the sleeve itself. Okay, just stitch it from the base here, then I stitch it, then I attach it to my top. So I believe you have found this tutorial very educative. I believe you have learned something special. So please give it a thumbs up. Kindly give it a thumbs up, please. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, here is an avenue for you to do that now. Just click on the subscribe button below and you hit on the notification bell, and you also make sure that your notification bell is always on so that anytime I release a new video, you can have access to it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.